lot of drinks you got there, Ellie.
Yep.
I can't even notice that.
Wow.
Oh.
It's a selection.
Yep, looks like a
flight.
a stout, a whiskey, and a urine sample.
That's the Miller Lite.
I don't know if you can see them, but this is a stout from David. David, you want to explain to them what it is? Because it tastes like chocolate mixed with beer, mixed with
Coconut.
something brown.
Well,
Yeah.
Yes,
Brown
that would be the
coconut.
chocolate, probably.
And everyone apparently took a swig. That bottle just disappeared quickly.
Yep.
Shared the same bottle.
Yep, we all
That's what we do here.
pass
Glass
it around.
Cannon Network.
Cannonball.
Cannonball.
And this is from and this is Troy's glass, and it's Coke and whiskey.
Cool. Didn't know
And-
we were sharing glasses.
Yeah.
When that has a chip on it later, I'll know why. I was curious about your 3 drinks, but I think we need to talk about the elephant in the room, Grant's 2 thermometers.
There's 2.
Why do you have
I did know there was 1. I didn't know there was 2.
I purchased one thermometer that seemed like the best thermometer at the Duane Reade in my neighborhood, and it was $23, and it's capable of mouth temperature probes, armpit temperature probes, and rectal
There she is.
temperature probes.
There's the payoff.
I was somewhat frustrated with the
The readout of the anal.
every
Yes, it
other,
wasn't quite accurate. You kept shoving it up there.
every other anal
It just
probe
didn't
I
seem
would do-
right.
It was a different temperature.
Right.
Every time I would stick it up there, it'd
Right.
come out. So let me just.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Oh,
boy.
good.
He's sticking it in.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, if you're listening to this and not watching, he really got it up there.
He's also
Right
wearing
in Ellie's
some-
face. He's doing it right in front of Ellie.
Little something for the audio files.
Ellie
out
gave it
there.
an extra shove.
I'm worried that Grant's going to see it and see a number that's not agreeable, and he's not going to tell.
Can
What do
we
you
also
got there?
talk about the glasses?
I got a 99.6 and a 98.5.
So you have a fever.
No, that was a 98.5.
Why is
This
there
the
a
one I
red
trust
light
more.
blinking on that one? Morning.
Wadding.
That's it.
Great.
Consult a physician immediately.
Well, if you had been in Celsius land, you would have been dead.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That is
I think-
Was
long
it,
dead.
was it in
Likely
Celsius?
we-
I
be
thank,
dead, too.
I thank God every day that I have my freedom.
Oh, shut up.
Wow.
Beautiful imperial units.
Wow.
Grant,
Fahrenheit.
Both Fahrenheit and Celsius are ridiculous units of measure.
There.
Oh,
Shut
boy.
up, Kelvin.
There we go.
Who knew that Matthew would have an opinion about Fahrenheit and Celsius?
he's a Kelvin guy. Always has been, always will
Oh,
be.
Matty Kelvin.
Well, I'm not even going to get into it. If you guys don't want to hear about it,
Kelvin's
I
based
don't
off of
know.
absolute zero, right?
isn't Kelvin a measure of light?
No.
Oh my God, he doesn't even know.
Well, Kelvin,
what's the temperature
That's
of
the
light?
light temperature. That's the degree to orange to blue that
Yeah.
coal burns.
If I'm not mistaken, Kelvin 0 is when everything stops moving.
Yeah, that's absolute zero.
Everything in the universe
In the
stops
future,
moving.
feedback for you, Matthew, in the future, if you're going to diss Celsius, which is also a man from my hometown, Uppsala.
Yep, old Johnny Sels.
Yep, that's his name.
Johnny Sells.
Maybe I should stop you and point out that I dissed both Fahrenheit and Celsius equally.
Well, Fahrenheit, fuck. Go ahead.
Wait,
but Kelvin, like, you should know.
Kelvin is it's a temperature.
Yeah, it is. It's
It's a temperature of light.
No,
The temperature of light, right?
Well, no,
So can I explain Kelvin temperature real quick? Sorry, Ellie. So when you burn like black coal at 3,200 degrees, it's blue as a color, and that's why. No, it's actually orange as a color, and then at 5,400
it's
degrees,
a
it turns
base
blue.
unit
Or
of
if you ever went to film
thermodynamic
school,
temperature.
if you ever went to film school, it's whatever color the halogens are. It's either Kelvin. You can make it cool or light. It's Kelvin.
But also Kelvin.
Well, I
is-
That's
can't-
exactly what I
The
said.
issue is I can't. No, you talked about coal.
That's how Kelvin was.
Take those
determined.
glasses
I
off.
can't-
You're like a
yeah.
poker
I
player.
can't look at you because I can't see where your eyes are.
They're on Matthew's
They're
crotch.
right on Matthew
I feel like they are.
all the time.
One of
Oh,
my
no.
favorite Seinfelds is when George stops having sex and he gets really smart. And he's
yeah.
sitting in Jerry's apartment. He's like, "Ah, absolute zero.
Right.
Absolute zero.
So, okay, yeah.
Skid, you'll appreciate this. I feel like us doing this live tonight is when Springfield canceled television and Krusty went out to the desert
Oh, yeah.
to do a show, so he'd be the only. That's what it feels
Yeah.
like.
It's like here at the Dwight Eisenhower. This is Battery and Stingy.
Instead of Vince Vaughn. That's what this is. I guess
Yeah.
nobody else watched that episode except you and I.
It sounds really funny.
Yeah. Wow.
So why are we wearing sunglasses, Grant?
I don't know why you're wearing sunglasses, but I'm wearing sunglasses to throw them right back at Sydney, so she has no idea where I'm looking. I'm looking at Matthew, just for an update.
I can read what's on your screen, and
can?
it's horrifying.
Oh wait, hold on. We can use this to our advantage. Yeah, I can.
Wow. That's right.
You're wearing mirrored sunglasses. What a fool.
What a fool.
What
a fool.
Honestly, it looks
What a
like he's
rookie
looking up. He's looking up what Kelvin was, so he could talk about the temperature of coal burning.
Wow.
Yeah, because he just knew that little fact off the top of his head.
Yeah, you were passing off Kelvin's ideas as your own.
Hey Grant, nice glasses.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
But I will say, just
New
to,
specs.
No, Ellie, what do you want to say?
I just wanted to make it clear that Kelvin, like 0 Kelvin, so Celsius is based on water, Fahrenheit is based on body temperature, and Kelvin is based on the absolute. So 0 is the like the coldest it can get, theoretically. That's
Just like this bit.
Is that
Bit was at absolute zero at least 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago?
well, space. If you want to segue, space is almost 0 Kelvin.
Ooh, good segue.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Bringing us in.
Nice save.
David enjoyed it. How you guys? Everybody doing? Everybody doing all right?
Yeah.
Doing as best you can. Yeah. The world needs laughter tonight, and that's why we're here. And then we'll never do this again. But
Yeah, but tonight we're doing it.
tonight we're doing it.
We talked about not doing it.
We discussed not doing it.
And then we were like, fuck it, we're doing it.
We're gonna do it because who else is gonna do it?
Who else is going to do it is right.
We thought about just leaving Matthew here alone. 7 mics and Matthew.
Honestly, entertaining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would watch that.
Just
I
sit
would watch
here
the hell out of it.
bickering with himself.
Matthew was the strongest advocate of us doing this tonight.
That's
He
true.
actually was, which is shocking considering his fear of pathogens.
Yes.
Yes, as a germaphobe, hypochondriac, compulsive, it was. I did believe we should do the show.
Yes.
which surprised Troy. It seemed like he didn't really want to do it.
Right, because I've never seen you do something selfless, so I assume this was all part of some grand scheme to ensure your own safety down the line.
No, I
We
think-
can't see
I
all
think-
ends.
I thought
I
about it in
think
the
you're
shower
not-
today. I was
I
like,
think
what
that-
is Kapitakaza's motive?
It seems that the extent of your narcissism has conflated me not doing what you want with being selfish.
Don't bring my narcissism into your
Yeah.
lack of selflessness.
Confusing his own self-centeredness with altruism on your part.
Don't back him up, Skid. You know he's got another plan.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No, I think it was
I'm
more
just
from
the
a
guy asking questions.
Just asking questions.
I think it was more from a place of I think Matthew also with his germophobia and fear is sort of just like it's over for us. Like we're all done anyway.
Yeah,
we might
I
as well
don't think
play
we're done.
Starfighter.
I think he read online that he's safest in a group of 9, and that's why he forced this to happen tonight.
It is a weird quirk of germ theory that as long as you're around 9 people, you're golden.
I consulted several barbers. And they assured me.
I just want
the levels of the humors just are,
Yeah.
are such that you're good.
They assured me, as long as there isn't a small toad living in your stomach, that you should be all right.
How are you doing, Troy?
I'm fine.
Okay.
fine.
What's your motive?
I'm just wondering because you've asked all of us how we are, and I was just wondering how you are.
Well, I appreciate that. No one ever asks me. No one ever asks.
I ask you regularly.
Yeah, exactly. almost. I've heard it several times.
You speak at an octave that I don't hear.
I'm sorry.
That I heard.
That one I heard.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm a little tired. I'm more tired than I'd like to be. But I'm excited about this. I think that now that we've got that albatross that is the episode 100 out of the way, we can really dig back into the A-Pizzle. With book 4, excuse me, I'm thinking book 5. Book 4, you have finally reached the Temple Found. You have found the Temple Found.
Wait, hang on. I need to interrupt you. I'm sorry. How did him saying a pizzle go unremarked upon? Really? Really?
I
I
was just
thought it
thinking
was
to
a-
myself for shizzle.
I thought it was a Boston slang.
You don't like A-Pizzle? It's short for AP. Actually, it's long for AP.
Yeah, it's not short.
It's much longer.
It's just long for AP.
Do you know what bull pizzle is? Dog treats are sold as dehydrated bull penises, and they call it bull pizzle. And they really love them.
Who?
You go to a Petco.
I
that's
actually
what they-
did know that.
Yeah.
What's AP?
All right, let's just.
Wait, what is it?
You made Adventure Path.
Oh.
Adventure
placement.
Adventure Pizzle. What don't you understand?
Associated Press.
I just like kind of nodded. I was like, a pizzle.
A-pizzle.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Helping
I
this.
ask the hard questions. I get.
Grant, take my temperature. Thank you. No, the other way.
Bent over.
Hello.
The more accurate way.
Oh boy.
You found the Temple Found, a place that was known as the Foundry, seems like, back in the day when things were much more advanced as they are now with what remains of the ruins of this civilization. Inhabited by Kish that look to their ancestors as these, like, gods. And you think it's because their technology was better. That's all that they have to go on. And you tried last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever the hell we last did this, to tell them in a kind way that maybe the things that they worshipped weren't things that should be worshipped, but things that could be explained by science and technology.
In direct violation of the Prime Directive.
Right. But I think you did it. If Dr. Friss really took the lead on this, I think you did it in a respectful way. You spoke with reverence.
I also think that the thing that one of the main things that we were addressing was not so much the we think that they need to have this knowledge because we know we're right and they're not, as much as that machine that they would go to try to help themselves was very dangerous and could cause a lot of casualties. And we just wanted them to understand what they were getting into. It wasn't really a matter of whatever their favor of the gods.
That's a tricky thing about something like the Prime Directive. Is there can be a complicated situation like this, which is why I'm glad that we are not bound to something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you can say, like, we would be saving these people from greater harm if we were to share something about, like, greater universe knowledge about it, but...
We were talking about it back then as well, of like, these are still their ancestors, so it's still part of their evolution.
Right.
So it's like, it's not as if, I'm assuming Prime
Their
Directive.
heritage.
Exactly, and it's something that they did come up with, but a million years ago.
That does complicate.
It
things,
complicates
too.
things, and I like that. I like complicated questions when there's not a very clear right or wrong answer.
And you still don't know what happened. They don't know, certainly, but you, as visitors, understand that there was for lack of a better word, a gap in what happened between the past and the present, but you don't know what happened.
Do you think we're going to find out? I mean, is that, I guess, a question to the group, not to Troy? But do you think part of this is... Like, do you think that that's part of the whole purpose that we're here, is to find the answer of what happened to Little Eastamak?
The mess, the Star Destroyer...
The Stellar Degenerator?
The Stellar Degenerator is what happened here, is my theory.
Ah.
I think that's kind
But
of
that would
obvious.
have destroyed the entire planet, wouldn't it?
It would have destroyed the entire
Well,
solar
maybe
system.
it used to be a planet, but now they're just lands.
Well,
or
there's also the
islands.
broken lands.
But
Exactly.
there is a star in this system.
Oh, right. So they didn't destroy this star.
A different one.
Maybe it's
And a
like
butterfly
twin,
effect.
A twin star planet. Why do you speak with such confidence, Matthew?
You were the one speaking with confidence.
Probably with
weren't
confidence.
your exact words? I think that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I mean, the way she, like, kind of rolled her eyes like, Joe, am I right, guys? Like, I thought that was pretty obvious.
Practicing with speaking with confidence.
It was so confident that I immediately agreed with you. I was like, yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can finally become a politician.
Can we sing "Speaking with Confidence" to the tune of "Walking in Memphis"?
Oh, yeah. Speaking with confidence. There is that extra syllable there. Yeah,
Let's do it really fast. No one will notice.
But you have walked with reverence throughout this place, and you have learned certain things that have led you to a secret entrance into the Temple Found. And again, the whole reason that you are trying to gain entry is because the cult of the Devourer came here before you while you were fucking around on Eox. They were here. And they were invited in with open arms, it sounds like, by the Kish. Come on in. Come see what we have. And they went into the temple and destroyed the place. And so there was a meeting or a discussion, and the council that ruled the place was like, we can't allow outsiders in anymore. But people like Harry T. Harold Tiazel and her crew were like, no, listen, this sucked. This sucked what they did. A bunch of our friends are dead. But we cannot just not allow strangers to come in here. That is not our way. That is not the way our ancestors would want it. Civil strife, they go their separate ways. Huntmaster Zavra has Chieftain Hoifek's ear. He says, we're locking up the Temple Found. We're not letting anybody in.
Quarantine. These outsiders were in here. We're locking it down.
We're locking it down. And so you guys find out a way to gain entry without going through the front door, without making yourselves like, hello, we'd like to talk. Because as TSL told you at the beginning when you first met her, that would be tantamount to suicide. You don't know what's in here, but you got in through the side door. However, just as that door opens up, just as you use the codes to open it up, some of you start feeling really sick.
Wait,
Because if you remember, in your fight with that swarm, some of you failed saves against it.
And didn't wash your
And
hands.
didn't wash your hands.
You never said on air you washed your hands.
And unfortunately, those people go by the following names: Kreska, Callum, and Linnea. You are all latent with this awful disease.
Didn't we rest?
Yes.
Well, exactly.
yeah.
That's our problem.
yeah.
Whenever you rest, disease goes away.
Yeah.
Little known Starfinder rule.
yeah.
Yep.
Why would it? Why would I think that a good night's rest would help with anything?
Yep. No, it just makes it worse.
It actually
because
does.
You failed your save. So now, no, touch your dice, Matthew. Calm down. I'm going to ask you each to roll another save. If you fail that save, oh man, see ya. It's going to be game over.
No.
For real?
Not
For real?
really,
No,
but
it's a
it makes things really bad.
Okay.
If you pass it, maybe you'll be cured. Maybe it's the type of thing that needs 2 consecutive saves, 3 consecutive saves, 4. You don't know.
I know it doesn't need 4.
Well, however,
I know one thing.
depends. However, if we fail, then if it's one of those diseases, then we'll go further down the ladder,
Oh, yeah.
and then we have to make we made a mistake last time actually when PG had that thing we were supposed to roll.
It's a little thing called the Starfinder Core Rulebook.
Look at that special edition.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
special.
beautiful. That's
You know,
beautiful.
it's just signed by the entire design team. It's no big deal.
Really?
Yep. An old buddy
Perfect.
of mine, Dan Tharp, gave me this.
Hey.
That's
Pretty sweet.
Dan
Anyways,
Tharp.
you turn to page 414, and you see curses, diseases, poisons. This one is on the physical disease track. You go latent, weakened, impaired, debilitated, bedridden, comatose, dead. That's like the standard. Some of these are like, yeah, just skip comatose, go right to dead. Or at the bedridden phase, you're dead, and you explode. Every disease has its own thing. However, you don't know what you got now. You just know you're sick. Matthew, give me that sweet
Well, now
fortitude
wait.
save.
So Dr. Frisk knows that they've encountered this infection. He is going to treat disease to attempt to give them a bonus.
Okay. And what is the DC? It's just got to beat
It's
the
the
save.
DC of the save of the disease. So that is 24 for Kreska,
And that'll give her a.
a +4.
+4.
Okay.
You get a +4 to this roll. Let me do them one at a time here. See how I want them to fail in their own way.
Okay.
18.
You have 1 cure towards the save.
You're fine.
Okay.
Let's see if you can give one to Callum.
All right, Callum, Dr. Frisk said, hold still. That's a natty 18, so it's +4 to you.
Just dodging.
I think
the natural
everyone's going to be
one.
fine. +4 to this fortitude save, Callum.
Just can't get that natural 1. That's the only one you got to avoid.
What'd you end up getting there?
A 7 total.
Oh,
Wait,
looks
even,
like.
even with Frisk's +4?
Yeah, I
That-
rolled a 3.
That can't be right.
Wait,
my
you're
God.
40.
And
wait,
you're
plus-
Oh wait,
plus your
I didn't
fortitude.
plus my fortitude. I'm a fool. I was so nervous. Oh,
Still not high enough.
8, 9 to 11. Still probably fail.
You sick.
Oh no, Callum.
Wait,
no!
let me see if I have anything.
Stop it. Because I think the best.
hold on.
You're going to get a +2.
12.
12. Still very sick.
Stop it! Stop it!
cool.
She's already dead.
That's cool. You know, you're.
Let him. Sydney,
Yes.
let him go.
No.
First rule of
I just
RPGs.
birthed him.
Your second character is always better than your first. True. Skid, let's see. I mean, you've been hitting all of these. I'm sure Ellie's character is going to get the bonus as well.
21.
Yes, you do. +4. You're a soldier. You got fortitude for days. Let me see that save. Ah.
That's gonna be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 21.
You just used your fingers.
Don't laugh.
You used your fingers to count.
How do you count?
Ellie, I count on my fingers, and it's so embarrassing, and I don't blame you at all.
I didn't realize it was embarrassing. Crap, now I know.
No, it's
No, it's
don't
fine.
feel embarrassed.
It's just something we don't do in America.
That's not Skid. That's not true at all. We do it plenty in America before kindergarten.
Right. Exactly. I'm adult. I'm
Matthew with the bird.
Matthew's
Yeah.
true. My 19-month-old son does from time to time count on his fingers.
But usually he doesn't use them.
No, I correct him immediately. I say,
But Troy,
act like an American adult. And he gets it immediately. Like, I'm sorry, Father.
Sorry,
No,
Father.
I will say, Ellie, I have the most difficult time doing quick math in my head. Just simple addition, doing this. I do not blame you at all.
nope. Well, yep, nope. So how is 21 for
Is
you?
21?
Yep.
All right. You and Kreska both have one save
Bazoom.
towards the cure. Unfortunately, your new teenage friend has now moved on to the weakened stage. In the weakened stage, you are both sickened and fatigued. And that's not great.
brutal.
Sickened, I'm sure it works, David, like
I can tell you.
Pathfinder sickened, yeah?
Yeah, -2 to ability checks, attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, and skill checks.
Yeah, that's a problem. Like now it's gonna get harder.
That's just
to beat.
sickened, though.
Yeah. Let's talk about fatigued because it's worse.
You cannot run or charge.
Can't do it.
-1 to AC.
See ya, AC.
Attack rolls, melee damage rolls, reflex saves,
All
initiative
those-
checks, strength and dex-based skill checks, and ability checks.
There were so many things that Troy didn't know the list of.
Yeah, I didn't want to
He was like, surely it must be done by now.
Yeah, he stopped trying.
Yeah,
what I'm
so
here for.
This is the worst part of it. It just gets harder and harder to cure. So you are most surely going to die at some point.
We need to protect the boy. Let's bring him to the healing machine.
Well, that might be extreme.
It also might rewrite his DNA and turn him into some sort of other
He
biological
can engineer.
entity.
He can engineer it.
Yeah, fire up the CRISPR. Where did we sleep last night? Did we sleep on the ship or did we sleep?
No, you slept at Cloudside condominiums.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah.
So Friss, like with his advanced med kit, like he made an impromptu. We can fold it out to make it into an impromptu med lab.
Oh,
can.
So he's treating. He's like putting IVs and antibiotics to all three of them. And
Thank you, doctor.
We needed that.
Thank you. I still really don't feel good.
well, I
I'm
would
gonna throw up.
no.
Oh, that was a good throw up sound.
Hey, right? Off mic too. Somewhere someone is actually throwing up. Sorry. That makes me want to throw up.
Nauseated is the next stage.
Stay hydrated.
Oh wait, I'm not nauseated yet. Okay.
Liquids, and I would prescribe bed rest, but that is impossible here.
Great.
Just try not to exert yourself too much, Chuba.
And this is
love
all
it.
happening in this corridor or before we even went there.
Yes.
I assume I woke up feeling not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was
Okay.
all
Yeah.
this morning, I guess.
No, we walk in and then I'm like, guys, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
Guys, I have to pee.
Yeah.
Something about the way you open that door.
It's like that dinner we had in Boston.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. I don't want to.
I don't know about this.
Let's move on.
Spent a weekend there one night.
I really did.
What'd you guys eat?
You open the door.
Shellfish.
Oysters.
So much fish.
Sounds good.
You open the door. Callum collapses to the ground, vomiting blood out of her eyes. It's pitch dark inside.
Oh, come on.
Raise your hand if you have dark vision. It's like everybody. Oh, what a shame.
How does Linnea have dark vision?
Sick and you can't see
I've
in the
said
dark.
it several times. I
don't remember.
infrared
got goggles.
goggles.
Oh, goggles.
I really need to invest in some.
Armor upgrade slots.
Ah, nice.
And I came up with it myself.
Can anyone cast light?
Oh, don't sound so surprised.
I can cast dancing lights.
Hell yeah.
It's the first thing you lose at the weakened stage of a physical disease.
I lose dancing lights specifically.
Page
The
414 of
cantrip.
the CRB, right, David?
Yep, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
David, don't get involved.
Everyone's in.
Just a yes and. I mean,
We're having a good time.
Oh yes, and actually, it's not. So,
Zing! All right, dancing lights.
I'd much appreciate.
you
cast it.
you throw some dancing lights in there. They bounce off the wall, hit you in the face,
Ow.
and you are now impaired.
What dance are they doing?
My glasses.
The lambada.
La bra bra bra.
No, not La Bamba.
It is.
Lambada, the forbidden dance.
Oh.
Ooh, let's do some more Simpsons references, Skid. Since
They're
that,
going
that Lambada one crushed. All right, it's pitch dark, but thankfully, Dancing Lights McGillicuddy over here throws some lights in. And you can see in the room up ahead, there's a faint layer of slime covering the floors and everything inside of there. And the room up ahead looks like it's not just one room, but a number of connected chambers, maybe 2 or 3. It's hard to tell. The largest open area, the one that the door opens directly into, looks like it contains a set of empty lockers, one of which seems likely to have held a collection of perhaps guns and ammunition. Held. Past tense. Bits of metal and plastic are scattered everywhere. It's quite a scene, man.
Million-year-old plastic.
There is a door.
Doesn't break down.
That I would.
That I believe.
That I can. I don't have a problem.
It never breaks down.
Looks like there's a
true.
door leading east. And because I didn't look at the map before we started, I forgot that there's a little corridor before you get to that, but I'm not taking back all of my flavor text.
All right, we'll move into the corridor.
Yeah, so move into the corridor. If Dax is up
Wow.
front,
Oh gosh.
this
oh god.
is what you see.
Wait,
Wow,
why don't I
okay.
see that on mine? Why do you see that on yours?
You don't have, you're sick.
You're sick. You're very,
Very
sick.
sick. You can't see shit when you're sick. Look it up.
What is going on?
You have to update your.
Cookies.
You're seeing it right there.
Update your cookies.
I think I'm seeing something that you are
No.
not.
Yeah.
I think she tossed all her cookies.
I looked at Matthew's screen rudely, but there's something there that I don't see.
Oh, both Sydney and I. Okay.
What is that, Troy?
What is what?
The thing I see on the map.
What do you see?
Is that a mistake?
But the thing that says
Yeah, Matthew sees a mistake. Amazing.
Uh
the
oh.
thing that says D2A.
No, there's
it's
a
a big hulking thing in the hallway.
Wait, which thing? Let me see what you see.
Amazing.
Well, that's
Well, that's the encounter, master.
that's not at all what I revealed on my.
I didn't see
I
it
do
either.
not see it either.
Maybe I haven't refreshed.
Yeah, the thing is, I see all the map he sees, but not that
so-
creature.
I want to go on
so
record
weird.
and say that Rule 20 sucks. I mean, when I talk about a program, I mean, this is the thing about free programs.
I
although
tried to refresh
We
and I
pay
got
for
a-
this. What fucking garbage? Like, are you kidding me? It shows that shit? All right, so you don't know that's in there,
All right,
obviously.
sorry.
Amazing.
All right.
I mean, hundreds of episodes we've done across shows have never had that problem. But anyways,
Well, maybe
Dax.
that means it's a pretty good program now, Troy.
fuck that, man. You kidding me? I've never had a monster revealed.
Actually, on GCP episode 250, I saw something I shouldn't have seen on that.
Well,
either.
you should have told me. Maybe it's a problem with my Roll 20.
Well, I didn't. At that time, I knew it was a mistake. This time, I thought we were just walking to the room and seeing
Maybe
something.
Matthew have like admin powers or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he's logged into your
Yeah, maybe it's
account,
your fault.
Troy.
It happened on EchoQuest too that one time, remember?
It's poor
I do
workman
remember.
that blames his
Well, that
tools,
was
Troy.
my
That was
mistake.
your mistake.
You know what's crazy is I refresh and I still see what I revealed. So
I just refreshed and it's gone. So I think I caught it.
Oh, that's
That
cool.
is
Great
so
program that works like that. You Roll 20. Get so mad.
No sponsorship incoming there.
Yeah, no. Well, you know what? Maybe fix your program, and then
Oh my God.
you'll get our business.
Let's not even allow for the remote possibility that you made a mistake.
No,
No, I definitely did not.
You had placed
I
TNT
definitely
on
did
the
not.
bridge and blew it up from afar.
the other day I sent an email to everybody asking them to submit their receipts, and Troy acted like I had insulted his mother. And
And it,
It's very awesome.
it's every month. It's every month. Hey, Troy, can I get those 17 receipts you already sent me? I just don't feel like looking through my email.
and then I get
That's the undertone
no,
of
no,
every one of these
and then I
emails.
get 16 emails of the receipts that he didn't send me. He's like, oh yeah, this one came in. All right, this one too. Oh yeah,
Half
this
the
one
story
too.
is true.
Dax is going to raise his weapon, pointing it at that corridor to the left, which he hasn't seen.
Hey,
I'm gonna ready an action. He just, he's a trained soldier. He knows that when he can't see certain areas, it's most likely that's where the threat is.
Yeah, the
Right.
fog of war our rule.
Okay.
Exactly. So he's going to raise his weapon, then he's going to slowly reach down to his belt and pull off a grenade and just roll it down the hallway, just in case something's down there.
No, I mean, that's just smart.
He's so angry.
That is just run-of-the-mill precaution.
Yep.
This is standard
that you would
operating
take.
procedure.
Yeah.
Grenade goes down there. It
Tink,
explodes,
tink, tink, tink.
and a bunch of limbs of babies and puppies. come flying. So,
Oh, man.
Baby and puppy
hope you're happy. Yep.
Oh, no.
That's what happens when,
Just boom.
when technology goes a little bit
Wait,
wrong.
but-
Troy is willing to kill anything.
Did we
so mad
Did we
right
get
now.
any EXP for those babies and puppies that we killed? I think we're got to be close to leveling
You're
up,
pretty
right?
close to leveling up. now. One of those babies was real sturdy. It's a CR4 baby.
CR4, baby.
It was
Baby Commander.
That was like a Grant Burger size baby. Huge.
CR4 baby. Killed in one shot.
He's wearing heavy armor.
Oh man, I was all excited. Now I'm mad. Okay, so
All right, Dax is going to step forward into the room,
okay.
slowly walking, scanning to the left and right, keeping the wall to his
Mainly to
right.
the left.
Mainly, though, to the left.
Okay.
He will then go around the right corner and turn his back to the left, seeing nothing of interest there.
Okay. Well, here's what happens when you turn that corner there. You actually, Qualos take a step back and Dax take a step back.
Like, sorry.
What's going to happen?
Because as you turn the corner there, that stupid fucking monster that was supposed to be in the other room
Oh, my
pops
God.
out.
It's in the bathroom.
Says, hello!
Oh no!
It's time for a surprise round! Hope you guys are ready to fight to the death. I'm sure that eventually you'll kill me over 7 to 8 rounds, but this is the show. This is the game. This is what the game is. Let's hear from our sponsors. The monster says, "All right, let's roll for initiative. Yay!"
Oh.
Okay. You want us to do that?
Yeah.
All right, come on, Daxie.
Roll, Rick,
Go,
roll
Daxie
for
McGizzle.
initiative.
Come on, dude. God, you're face to face with this thing. Get a little hop in your step.
What will happen is what?
Step.
Dr. Fritz, what do you got there, buddy?
17 syllables.
17 for Dr. Fritz.
17 for
17
Dr.
for Dr.
Fritz. PG. Actually, that's what I wrote. I wrote PG. What is your name again?
Linnea.
Steve?
Steve Donovan.
Steve Donovan.
Steve Donovan. No, what is your
Dancing
what's your
flower.
Linnea.
initiative? Yeah, I know your name. I did write PG though.
19.
19.
Yeah.
Badass.
Sweet.
Nice.
Qualo.
Natural 20 for a 22.
Gotta get up pretty early in the morning on old Qualo.
Old magnetic dice burger. Dax.
15. Garbage.
Callum.
11, just complete trash.
Well, you're very sick. Krezkaletha.
12.
12 for Kreska. Okay. Okay. Can you see anything else there, Matthew, you want to share with the class? You know? Maybe I can just take off and you can run this
No.
fucking encounter.
I was trying to play it cool.
It was me. Don't blame Matthew.
No. He should know better.
What should I?
I said it.
What would my ideal, like in your mind, what would be the ideal thing for me to have done?
Walk into the kitchen, call up Roll20, and say, I just want you to know you just ruined our live show. And I haven't talked to our CEO yet, but I guarantee you he's pissed. And he's already calling up Fantasy Grounds to switch over. I mean, that's what I would have done if I was in your position.
You
So
mean
mad.
instead of just like rolling with it because it was live and I didn't want to, if it was a mistake, I didn't want to like put you on the spot and make it seem like you made a mistake?
People at home don't tune in to watch what could have happened. I want to see real fucking vitriol and anger at technology that should work and doesn't. Round 1, I'm taking 7 surprise rounds to make up for this. It's only fair.
I have a feeling Dax is in serious trouble.
Yeah. No, my surprise round was me coming out. That was my move action. Hey, surprise! Happy birthday.
What is this thing?
I kind of don't want to kill it.
It is a real. I mean, he seemed pretty cool
Yeah,
the way
he
he
seemed
talked
really
about it.
funny.
The way he just guaranteed that he'll eventually die, like every monster in every game.
It looks like,
like a robot.
Wally.
Yeah, it does.
looks
That's
like a
what I was
robot.
thinking. It
It looks like a console.
It looks like a Wally who has a gelatinous, like, pregnant belly.
Yes.
Johnny Five is alive and
pregnant.
It's got a Johnny Five vibe. It almost looks like a mass of gelatin that is sort of grabbed scraps and bits and pieces from what this room used to be and incorporated into itself or stuck to itself. But it seems to be sentient as well because it came out and it looks like its body is moving to look at Dax and look at the rest of the crew. But you don't see like a face and eyes and nose and a mouth. It's just this weird mix of jelly and shit. Not feces, but like shit that was lying around this room.
Yeah, stuff.
Yeah, you see like weapons
Wow.
inside of it. And like it's constantly moving.
Oh, it's like
Oozy.
that monster in Fern Gully, if you haven't seen it.
Oh, I love Ferngully.
Ferngully.
It's a good one.
It is a good one.
Early proto-environmental animated film.
Now, when you watch Fern Gully,
Oh, no.
like
Here it
20
comes.
minutes in the movie, do you see a part 45 minutes later into the movie? Does that happen in
My
fucking
DVD
Fern
was
Gully?
scratched, so
It is
oh,
a
the
very
VHS.
scary movie for a young child to watch, by the way. It's like anyway, it doesn't
Avatar has the same plot. Exactly.
It's the same plot.
It's Fern Gully.
Yeah.
Protect the Earth.
Pocahontas.
Fern Gully 2, Avatar.
There actually, I think there is a Fern
There is
Gully
a Fern
too.
Gully too, straight to video.
Straight to video.
That was a weird title.
Skip it.
Fern Gully 2.
Video.
I feel like I really found that title.
Nobody saw it in theater.
No, you're on that deadline, Bob, for the title, the subtitle. We need it today.
Oh, that was the working title. Fuck! Damn it! God damn it!
We made merch.
Shit. Shit.
Fern
have
Gully
mugs out.
Part deux. All right, so it's round one of an encounter that you will eventually succeed on, probably, because that's what normally happens.
Wow. Oh
Okay.
my God.
Qualo, you're up.
Depressed GM.
David, quick
my
question
texts.
for you. Am I able to take a guarded step and then a full attack?
No.
I always forget. Okay, then I will not wait. I'm going to use this nifty new feature David taught me for people watching on the stream
I'm watching
to
videos
show
of my son.
everyone how I move there. Did you see that on the map? That was cool.
Wow.
And Qualo's going to swing out an attack while attuning
Oh,
himself
cool.
to the photon mysteries
How do you
of the
do
universe.
that?
You hold down Q every time you move to a new square.
It showed a little pathway. It was like a telestrator on the screen. It was really cool.
So that is a 28 to hit.
28 to hit, you say. Against CAC or EAC?
CAC.
That's a hit.
21 points of damage. Shaboom.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah. All right. So
Nice.
you get right up in its business there. And was that a ranged weapon?
No, it was not. It was my kinetic Solarian weapon. My moat manifest into weapon form.
Very good. And so it was what type of attack? Like an energy attack?
No, it's a kinetic. It's an advanced kinetic.
Straight up kinetic
Yeah, yeah.
attack. Okay. Looks like it didn't all pass through.
Okay.
So you're dealing with some sort of DR there, which in Starfinder is basically like it's fast. It's almost like fast healing. Like it's healing the damage as soon as it takes it. That's the way they explain it in the core. So you said 21 points of damage.
Yes.
You want to do more?
I believe that my Soulfire W Boson crystal makes it magic for the purposes of damage bypass.
Dave, what do you think about that?
Um,
I think it's bullshit, and I wasn't listening.
I don't,
neither was I. So.
I don't think it would, unless it's DR magic.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying.
It might be DR energy, but that's not magic.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Joe.
Okay. Then we're all good.
Thank you.
Joe is always there for the bullshit logic to justify your actions.
Yep. That's my guy.
What? That's sound logic.
Let's talk about Linnea Donovan. Oh,
contain myself.
Linnea McCullen.
Yep. No. Okay, you have to draw things. You have to draw things.
Nope.
Never.
Gloves are off.
By the way, there was,
Swinging
I just
tonight.
want to clarify. It was never a sheet. I didn't send you a sheet. I
No,
sent you
just
a
a
text.
personal email with all of your hopes and dreams.
No, I sent you a text, and you were like, we're I'm Troy, President Donovan, and I'm like, oops, and you said, you're fired. That's.
And we had a long talk in person.
Did you guys ever have a disagreement on how to spell her last character's name either? Was that a problem ever?
Okay,
yes.
let's drop.
Well, yes,
drop
she had
this
sent
one.
me a thing that said it was P-I-G-I, and so that's what I put out there, and then she decided later, like she always does, that she wanted to change it. But please, hurry up and miss so we can move on to the next.
What does Linnea got?
She's good now.
Linnea is.
Yeah, Linnea's a badass.
She's
I
good.
was always.
No, she's
They're so weird.
no, it's a competent character now.
Linnea's cool.
Huge upgrade.
This reminds me. Anyway, okay. Linnea is gonna take out her battle ribbon. She was always already carrying it, right? We don't have to do that bullshit.
Right.
And
Is that your weapon of choice, the
Yes.
battle ribbon? Okay.
and then she runs over to the music.
Wait, is that the sound the ribbon makes?
I kind of want it to be like a marching band of like no, but actually no.
Okay.
It's more like an anime
Wait.
Sailor Moon Prism of Power thing, sort
Yes.
of.
And then there's like the anime breakbeat that comes in
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
battle
yeah.
scenes, like
Yeah.
choo-choo.
Wait, hang on. Are you suggesting that in marching bands, the ribbon dancers are the ones that make the sounds of trumpets?
That's how they do it. That's how they do it in Sweden.
What's it called? The people who spin the batons?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Drum majors. Drum
Drum
Color
majors.
guard.
Baton spinners?
Drum major.
The baton
Baton
spinner.
spinner.
Baton
Oh,
spinners.
she's a
Pretty sure it's
battle
baton spinner.
ribbon
Right.
badass. So
All
she's
right.
gonna run over there, stand adjacent to it, and then hit.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh, that's a natty 13.
Ooh, yeah.
That's
That
a
would also provoke.
26. Oh wait, well,
Yeah.
Is it a ranged attack or is it
it's a melee.
It's a melee attack.
Well, she moved through a threatened square to get there.
She sure did. Thank
Okay,
you, Joe.
I'll stand in the threatened.
Did she
square.
move through 2 threatened squares to get there? Does this
No.
thing have 10 feet of reach?
It does not.
It does not.
Okay, I'll stay in the non-threatening square.
Oh, yeah, you can just do that.
Yeah, just do that.
And I'll so 26 against KAC.
26 against KAC. That's going to be a hit, Linnea Donovan.
There you go.
21 points of damage.
All right.
Same thing as Koala. You can tell that not all of it went through, but you definitely did some.
Damage.
You're doing
Joe DiMaggio.
You're doing it.
Yeah, shocking. You're eventually going to beat this thing. Dr. Fritz, you're up.
Frisk does not share your optimism, Troy, but he's going to run into the room.
Okay.
And he is going to try to make a diagnosis as to what this thing is. Should I roll
There you go.
life science or engineering, given that it has elements of both mechanical and biological systems?
That is an excellent question. Let me see the creature type here. What does that fall under?
Is it mysticism? This thing is weird.
Oh, it's life science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is life science?
Yeah, it's life science.
That is 29. So if it's CR 9 or less, I would identify it.
Okay, yes. It is a scavenger slime. You're dealing with an ooze.
Oh, interesting.
Oozes.
Yeah, so it is an intelligent ooze that, well, not intelligent, but it is it's a type of ooze that is
Sentient.
gathering parts and whatnot, and so
Oh, wow.
it could have a decent weapons array.
It's like Katamari Damacy.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking exactly the same thing earlier.
Yeah.
But there's not a little man rolling him up behind him.
All right, so he's going to try to attempt a trick attack.
Okay.
Get it, Doctor.
That is a natty 17, so that is a successful trick attack.
Sure is.
Nice.
And he is going to do a debilitating trick. If he hits... Oh, that's a natty 19!
Oh my god.
Which is not a critical threat, I think, but that is it. That should be a hit. And this is with his Corona laser pistol.
Okay.
And that is 22 points of damage.
Okay, and that's energy damage, yes.
Energy damage.
Okay.
And it is
All cuts through.
It is flat-footed until the beginning of my next turn.
It's fire damage.
Fire damage.
Fire damage,
Yes.
very important.
Very important.
Thank you. Okay, so you notice that not all of that cut through. It must have some sort of resistance against fire. The floor is very slimy, by the way. As you guys are moving around, it's like not impeding your movement at all, but if you feel like it could.
Pretty gross.
It's pretty gross. It's probably just the leave-behinds of this thing as it traipsed throughout the room and showed up on the map early on Matthew and Sydney's screen.
It didn't show up on mine.
Sydney, let it
But
go.
I just
Don't engage
I
him.
don't want Matthew to be blamed. I feel so guilty.
It's
I'm perfectly happy having Matthew be
It's
blamed.
one of 900 things Matthew gets blamed for every week.
I mean, honestly, better you than me, but like, sorry.
It's Dax's turn. Dax,
What?
you're right next to this creature.
Oh, it's an ooze. It's super slow. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to get out of there.
Okay.
I'm going to back away from it.
You're gonna try to tumble to avoid the attack of opportunity.
No.
Okay.
Wait, I guess I
Just gonna
could.
take it.
Yeah, I'll tumble. Sure.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics to avoid the AOO, 23.
23 is good enough. Yes. You
All
can
right.
tell that it was a little bit more difficult because of the slime, but
Got it.
with your deft robot legs, you make it.
He hop skips out of there. He's going to raise his yellow star plasma array and fire.
Sweet.
Come on. Well, it's a ooze. 14
Miss.
against EAC.
no.
Miss, yeah. It may be an ooze, but it's accumulated bits and pieces to keep it safe from shittily made PCs.
It's a terrible roll is what it is.
Yep, it's definitely
Terrible roll.
Definitely Dice's fault.
Definitely Dice's fault.
It's Kreska's turn. Matthew, do you want to take an attack, or do you want me to send you receipts that I already sent you? You're allowed to pick one of those two things.
I mean, God forbid, there might be a possibility that you made a mistake, Troy.
would never happen. Would never happen.
I'm going to step up and into the spot that Dax just vacated, and
Uh-huh.
I will take a swing with the Dashko.
Okay, taking a swing with Eliza Dashko.
Oh, boy. I hope that was your reaction to your own joke.
I don't know. I'm just
Natural 20.
my heart's.
Amazing.
All right.
There you go, dude.
It is critical, but
Is it immune to crits?
it is immune to crits. Yeah, but
It was a natural 20?
yeah, your friends are all psyched. You can tell that they really found purchase upon a good chunk of its oozy oozeness. But unfortunately, you don't do critical damage.
Do we do exploding dice in this game?
We do, but you don't.
No, do it anyway.
Cheaters who don't.
Do it, dude. Get it.
Play
Explode a D12.
I didn't explode a D12,
Damn it.
unfortunately. So that is going to be. Where am I looking here? That's going to be 10 points of damage.
10 points
I
of
rolled
damage.
very poorly.
And that's just straight up kinetic?
Yes.
All right, so same jam. It's not all cutting through. You guys have all hit it, I think, right? But you're not doing the damage you would have liked to have done. It's its turn. Let's get down to fucking business here
Wait,
before I die next round.
did I get skipped? Or is it not my
Did,
turn
because
yet?
you roll a lower initiative than my monster.
Oh.
So stop
I forgot the
wasting-
surprise attack. Sorry.
Stop
Sorry.
wasting my time
Okay.
and all of our time, and not to mention the thousands watching at home
There it is.
by trying. Anyways,
We started out with a message of love, and how quickly
Yeah,
we've
Troy.
transitioned.
Oh, how the turn
One
changed.
technical issue.
What?
One issue.
It's
One issue.
over.
I feel like I got a real sense of what trying to play with Troy's G.I. Joes was like as a child. No, not yet. Don't touch them. Don't. Nope.
do you know? Have I told this story before? That I would make kids wash their hands before they touch my GI Joes,
yeah.
and then I would wrap them in individual plastic bags that I still have them in to this day with all of their weapons. And for some reason, the second version of Gung Ho, who's dressed in the Marine uniform, I lost his baton, and so I have him in a separate bucket because he is the only one that is missing a weapon. And the original Snake Eyes, the elastic broke, so rather than keeping those pieces, since it was the original Snake Eyes, I destroyed it in a ceremony or ritual because it could never be fixed.
Troy.
So no.
Troy, my God, I beg you to get some therapy.
No.
No, please. Please.
This is my therapy.
Okay.
It's not helpful.
It's not
we
working.
are not qualified.
I don't still bag my GI Joes.
You
just
said
you
they're
did.
still bagged.
Well, I'm not gonna take them out now.
They're in the back.
I'd have to wash my hands after I open each bag.
There's a lot of
How much time that would take?
There's a lot of metaphors happening with this.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
All right. What shitty thing should I do? All right, I'm going to. See, it's so much better if he comes out of the room he was originally supposed to come out of, because now he would have had room to maneuver. But now he's cornered in this corner.
I keep saying by the toilet. I know it's just a table and two chairs,
Yeah.
It looks
but
like
it
a
looks
little
like he came out of the
It does.
commode. It was like, surprise round. Oh, shit.
He's
There's a
still putting his
huge-
belt on. Like,
Qualo
Yeah,
Linnea,
it looks like a quarter bathroom.
It does.
Qualo, Linnea, and Kreska all have melee weapons, right?
Correct.
Indeed, we do.
Okay, cool.
weapons. Take them away.
You gonna ooze them up?
Let's go try.
It's real
I don't
awesome.
know how that would work with mine, but
But the point is, you can all take attacks of opportunity if it started.
correct.
I think you got a melee, Troy.
I do have a melee, but it's not as fucking good, man. Well, it's pretty
It's
good.
not. It's good.
It's not terrible, and I can attack twice with it.
Wait, David.
Just sucks, man. I wanted to use the good
know,
stuff,
I
but
know.
Matthew and Sydney ruined everything.
Wait,
So I'm stuck with the pseudopod. So a pseudopod
did we or
comes out.
did Joe and Grant's tactics effectively preclude you from getting ranged attacks off?
Nope. It's Johnny Receipts and the new kid.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm still missing receipts from you, by the way.
By the way,
if you want to belabor this joke, I'm still missing receipts from you.
Sydney was Johnny Receipts. You're the new kid. Let's take
Johnny receipts.
Let's take 2 attacks against Kreska. First attack.
But of course.
That's gonna be a miss. 18 to hit.
Yep, it's a miss.
That's a miss. All right, see this die was rolling rocks for me when we played last night. Fucking garbage. I'm gonna roll my Glass Cannon podcast orange die, because this one
Love the GCP orange.
this one will definitely get
good
the
orange.
job
That's a
done.
good
It's a good orange.
Hook 'em horns.
Yeah,
On,
it's a
baby.
Texas orange.
Let's
Burnt
see what we
orange.
got. Shit. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right.
Man. What a
Oh my, that will require a tetanus shot. Oh,
Then-
fiddly-dee.
It
That
then
will
casts,
require a tetanus shot.
oddly enough, this character has the ability, after a full attack, to teleport to the other side of the room
Oh, wow.
Oh.
and grow 4 sizes. That's straight out of the
Dax has been consumed.
Wait,
straight out of the Alien Archive.
are you serious?
Paizo. Yes. It
Grows 4, so it becomes
jokes.
colossal.
I don't make jokes about this kind of tomfoolery.
But you do.
It grows colossal and takes damage because it can't be contained in the room and it busts up
And
against the wall.
hits its head on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Ow.
There are actual mechanics for that.
Ouch.
Yeah, there are. Well, there are in Pathfinder.
There were
at
in
least.
Pathfinder.
Sydney, I'm going to be mad about this the whole drive home. Sydney, you are
Still
up.
mad?
Not you. I'm
Oh.
saying you're up. I'm still mad.
Don't worry,
at
Johnny
you.
Receipts.
You said that in a really weird way.
Yeah.
You said, Sydney, I'm gonna be mad.
I was like, are you guys riding together?
I
Is
know.
that what's happening?
It's like,
I know.
he's
Okay.
Just so
gonna-
you know, when I'm
I'm gonna
cold
go-
and silent
Right.
on the whole ride
Oh,
home.
right.
I'm gonna
back
go
upstate.
turn on the radio. He just slaps my hand. He's like, no, we drive in silence.
Just
No.
white knuckled on the steering
You just
wheel.
think about what you've done.
But just listen to the highway. It's a serious country station.
So many
No,
flashbacks.
not the country station.
I
thought
only
you were
stay-
saying
So many
we're just-
flashbacks.
We're listening to the road, like
No.
the sounds of the tires
I
on the road.
That's what,
No, we're listening to the serious radio station, the
the
highway.
highway,
the
which
best
is
country station. of
arguably
all time.
worse than listening to just the drone of the
Oh, man!
And I'm going to sing along to every Florida Georgia Line, every Blake Shelton, every Thomas Rhett, every Miranda Lambert, and you'll sit there and you'll be like, I'll never look at Matthew's computer again.
No, I'm just bobbing. Little bit of chicken fry. Cold beer on a fry. That's an old song, but it's the only one I could think of.
Yeah, no, you did good. Take your turn.
Anyway, I'm gonna move.
Take your turn.
Take your turn.
Take your turn.
Wait,
Your turn.
did it not teleport?
You're in the
No.
Even the teleport.
Did
So
it not-
you were.
I didn't know the teleport was a joke.
I thought that
I thought
was-
just the increase in size was.
Anywho, I'm gonna move into the room.
Okay, awesome.
Callum's-
kill it.
Did
Oh
you
wait,
go,
no,
Did
no,
you
I'm
go
not.
through a wall
No,
there,
I'm not.
or did you count those spaces?
No, I counted the spaces, but first, I'm not. I'm in the hallway. I'm in the corridor still,
Yeah.
and Callum is going to hug himself because he doesn't feel well. He's got a tummy ache, and he's going to cast Remove Condition Lesser
Ooh.
on himself
Ooh.
and take his sickened condition off.
Oh,
Nice.
Take it off.
question.
Yes?
Who told you to do that?
No one.
Really?
I came up with my big brain.
Well,
and
do you
Wow,
realize
that's really offensive.
what?
that players at this table went for so long with sicknesses before they realized they could do that? So you get another bottle cap. Oh, wow.
Shut up.
No, you do. You earned it.
Why are you being so
Matthew,
nice
would
to
you
me?
hand this
Guys,
to Sydney?
I'm worried.
I'm social distancing from you.
Will you hand that to
I cannot.
Sydney? Just hand that
is
to
really
Sydney.
just-
For,
Don't.
Sorry, I'm not. No.
I cannot believe that you just
Is
did
this your
that.
new strategy for bottle caps?
this
Just
is
gonna
the
lick them
only
all?
cap I can give away.
you joked about making people wash their hands before they touched your toys, and then you took that out of a pile of other dirty bottle
trash.
and licked it. You're an insane man.
Actually, yeah, you are the one who's getting infected now.
Grant's taking his temperature.
I think I'm safe to take.
100.2.
This is
We're
making me
under
so
the lights,
anxious. I
he's
need to leave.
sweating.
Wait, I don't understand.
I
Did
think
she,
I'm probably
did
just
she
hot.
or
Let me
did
do
she
the
not
oral
get a
one,
bottle
too.
cap?
Did she or did she not get a bottle cap? Find out after this ad break.
No,
My God.
Come on, here you go.
someone's.
And you're out.
Someone's.
What is wrong with you?
That really went far.
Give me a wipe.
Sorry.
Give me a wipe.
Give me a wipe.
The bottle cap was real. I'll have
And you
know.
really put it in your mouth.
I really put it in my mouth and I spit
And
it across
spit it-
the room.
yep.
I didn't mean for it to fly, but
Man, did it fly.
It flew.
I guess
She
I'm,
flew.
I guess I'm healthier than I thought. My tongue really made it fire across the room. I thought my tongue was tired. Nope, it's at full percent. Grant, you are over 100 on your temperature there. I'm
I just did this one and it was 98.7. I don't know.
glad you did that during the break. Sydney, I'll give you a metaphorical bottle cap.
Oh, nice.
Or the one Skid gave you.
I
Thanks,
gave her.
Kid.
I just washed my hands,
Matthew.
and that is a Matthew Capitacasa bottle cap, who is the cleanest, most antiseptic member of the cast.
I feel-
Unfortunately, it's only worth half a cap.
Well,
Is that
that's
like
a bad economy.
Is that a ruins cap or
No, it's
no,
just
it's
a
just his
picture.
face.
of his-
no? From his stash though, his GM stash from ruins.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, Kid. This
Well, no,
feels-
it
this
isn't
is very
because I
special.
use something different. I use a different currency.
Oh, doubloons.
Never mind.
Doubloons. that's
Famous
right.
doubloon.
Well,
I'm
you earned
weighing whether or not to point out that the people at this table were dissuaded from using such a spell by the GM, who questioned whether or not it would actually help us in such conditions.
I did too. I thought, well, because the rulebook specifically says that you cannot use a spell that removes a condition on an affliction that you currently have. But then
What?
the spell contradicts that language, and so we ended up going with the spell.
But
But the
for-
affliction rules state that you can't use something that removes a condition that the affliction gives you.
But
So
then
weird.
Troy tried to convince us that we couldn't do it for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And
But,
then,
guys,
and then he made fun of us. for it.
Let's not argue against
would
getting
never
a
do that.
bottle cap. Because it-
We're not.
No,
Well, thanks,
Matthew
Ellie.
and Joe have made a good argument. Sydney, please put the bottle cap in your mouth and spit it back to Skid. It's the only rational.
It's the only rational way.
Can she get it back if she spits it right into your mouth?
or
I'll
Do
give her
I
2 bottle
earn
caps.
another? Yeah.
Yeah.
swallow it and then we'll dig it out tomorrow.
Jesus
my
Christ.
I went to school with a kid.
I got Ann.
Yeah, whatever you get, Ann, you know it's good. Whatever you get, Ann.
I went to middle school with a kid who, if you gave him 2 quarters, he would swallow one and poop it out and give it back to you and keep the other quarter to make
Sounds
it
like a
very
real
shiny.
cool guy came from good parents.
Yep.
Okay.
All
What's
right.
did his name rhyme with
No.
Mance?
Two-quarter kid.
No, I would never do such a thing.
I knew
Anyway.
a kid.
Callum, you're up,
I had a
and
friend.
you have a bottle cap, and you are amazing.
Thank you. I feel like you're being so nice for some. You just want Callum to die so
Nefarious
bad.
purpose.
Oh, no, I love Callum.
We all love Callum. Anyway,
Might be the best character in the history of this network.
Yeah, protect the child.
I see what he's doing. He's turning everyone against me by praising me so highly and giving me 2 bottle caps within the span of 3 episodes.
You know what I want to do? I want to put Callum in a plastic bag with all his weapons. But he doesn't have any weapons, so
He's got a gun.
I would have to
Put him in their
burn him in a
Do a
ceremonial
ceremonial burning.
He's got a pistol.
Callum's
All
got
right.
a gun.
What do you
And
want to do?
He is then going to move into the room.
Okay.
Gonna run in through the door and just kind of stay back against the wall because whoa, big ooze creature. Didn't know that was in there.
What is that thing?
And then he's just gonna cast. I'm just gonna cast a cantrip. I don't want to use a higher level spell
Okay.
on this dude. I assume there's worse in here.
Okay.
But didn't he
You already cast a spell.
just cast?
One
Yeah.
standard action.
And you already spent
You
your
get
standard.
you get one.
Yeah.
You only get one.
You casted remove condition.
Oh,
less.
and I can do-
Starfinder.
Yeah.
Take it
Starfinder.
back.
You got a bottle cap for it.
Yep. Sorry, guys. I was thinking
Sydney's
of-
a second edition
I know.
player.
I was thinking of Pathfinder. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Third
I'm gonna come in the room and go, whoa.
I'm tired of feeling sick. Whoop.
Whoop. Yeah, basically.
That's
Sick
so
and tired
cool.
of
I
sick,
don't
sick
want
and
to feel
tired.
this way anymore.
Still fatigued but not sickened. You remove condition. You move into the room. You want to cast a cantrip. You can't because your turn's over. It's a new round. It's Qualo's turn.
Qualo first slashing up and then slashing down. Unleashes flashing strikes at the creature.
What is that?
Only one hits with a 30.
Wow.
For a well, unless a 19 hits.
Sorry, no.
Okay.
You rolled both?
Yeah.
Roll both. You
Hey.
can fumble, man.
Let him have his fun, Joe.
I didn't fumble though.
I know. I'm just
I'm
thinking
not-
about fan fumbles. You can fumble, then you got to pick the die and all that shit.
It's true.
I'm not you. 30 points of damage.
30 points of damage. Does that bypass the
was
DR?
harsh.
Or
I know.
Shouldn't have said
It's
anything.
always the argument of people
it's
that
the same
don't
thing as
make
before.
logical
It'd
sense
be,
of what they're
like you said, DR5 magic.
Right. All right. So yeah, I mean, boom! You really lit it up. It is Linnea's turn, talking about awesome characters.
Yep. I'm gonna take it.
I
and
like
I'm
me
gonna-
some Linnea. I like a little
Yes.
battle ribbon.
I am, but since it's not making enough damage right now, I'm gonna drop the battle ribbon and
It explodes.
Swift. No, it does not. And then she's gonna quick draw her laser rifle
Okay.
and shoot twice.
Ooh, you got that quick draw feat, y'all.
I do.
All right.
One goes for Natty. That's a 20 against EAC.
Phew. Miss.
Oh.
Okay.
Miss. And you notice that your battle ribbon is sinking into the slime.
Oh my god!
Absolutely.
Get it out! Get it out! Get
okay,
it out! Get it out!
Right. Before
And
I
you can hear it go.
no, but wait, Troy. Can
I was going to be sentient at 8th level.
Right now, it just has the voice of a trumpet.
That's an out of tune trumpet.
A
But are
sad
you serious?
trumpet.
Are you serious? It does sink in.
Well, you just see it get a little slimy and gross. A little slimy and gross.
Okay.
It's fine. It's just
Just take your
slime.
second attack.
Okay.
He's messing with you.
Natural 20! Between my glasses.
There she goes.
Can't be
it's-
crit,
it's
but
crits.
definite hit.
Nice.
What a letdown.
No, dude, that's great still.
Exploding dice?
Can we get you a box to roll your dice in so you're not going to break every glass here?
She has a dice box right in front of her. She's slamming the die against the outer wall of the dice box.
Right.
She got
And,
a
like, into a fine piece of glass.
She's onto something.
Like a psychopath.
Into Troy's glass.
Into my glass.
And mine.
Matthews and Troy's glass.
Roll it again. All right, so what are we talking for damage here?
Well, 11 points of damage then if it's no bonus or anything. Or is
Okay.
it double damage?
So wait, you used a ranged weapon though against it, yes?
Yes.
All right, so
Yes.
let me resolve the attack of opportunity first, and then we'll talk about your damage.
All right.
Which garbage die should I roll? All right, here we go. Come on.
We'll talk about
Come
it.
on, scavenger
Guys,
slime McGillicuddy, you piece of shit. No, out of the box. See, when it's out of the box, it doesn't count. The way we play over here.
Bullshit.
Finally. 36 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right, hold
How
on.
could you roll so low?
Hold on, I always have trouble finding my D10s. There's one.
Oh my god.
There's another one. Let's roll this damage.
Another one.
All right. It's going to be 22 points of damage on the attack of opportune. All bludge. It's just a piece of the ooze comes out as you start to fire your ranged weapon and just boom bludgeons you, and your battle ribbon disappears.
But can you
Beneath
stop
the
making these
slime.
jokes?
Roll for damage. If I'm not making you nervous at every turn, I'm not doing my job.
Good audio.
Roll for damage.
He literally broke a microphone doing that before.
Mad.
What do you mean roll for damage?
You hit the creature. You want to skip it? No, yeah, let's skip it.
No.
11 damage.
Let's move
told
on.
her.
to
It was
Dr.
11
It was 11 damage.
Okay, 11 damage. So
But it's not double when it's a crit.
It's immune to
critical
criticals.
You still had your modifier.
Because it's an ooze.
what? Let me ask you this: what type of damage was it? Was it fire or?
Yes.
It was fire. Okay, so that all cuts through, or does it?
No, it has
It has resist 10 fire. You did 1 point of damage.
Oh no! So you can see you roll a natural 20, and it's just like basically unfazed.
You hit it
That's-
right in its ooze heart, and it
That
laughed.
thing is brutal.
She can see she rolled a natural 20.
Yep.
Well, no, you know you struck it so perfectly.
You
Perfect
saw like
shot.
something beating inside of it. and you're
Yeah.
like, I got it.
Hit the
I
heart.
Got it. You
All
hit
right.
it.
Linnea's gonna say, I can't seem to get through on this thing. I think we should fall back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What do we got? A new captain in the
Ooh,
in the
yeah.
old squad?
Let's see what everybody else responds to.
Dr. Friss.
You know, initially,
Mutiny.
Iron Man was the head of the Avengers. And Captain America was just like, hey, I'm here. But it's just like, oh, wait, Captain America happens to be one of the greatest strategists of the entire Marvel universe. Maybe we should put him in charge. I'm saying this may be her Steve Rogers moment.
Won't you put her in charge?
Would you put her in charge?
She's 22 and is basically a spoiled brat, but let's put her in.
And she
Who-
fights
who
with
better?
a ribbon. She fights with a ribbon.
You know what? You know who else is 22 and a spoiled brat?
Ellie. No.
A man I like to call Alexander the Great. And that man went on to save Spring Break. So. Sorry.
Grant, don't take your temperature again.
Stop taking your time.
You're just making it worse.
It's making people nervous.
Great.
Making
Take my
me
temperature.
nervous.
man went on to say spring break.
So I want to clarify.
Oh my God.
So if I were I to drop my current pistol, would it actually sink into the slime, or are you just fucking with Ellie?
No, it's sinking in the slime. Does it have any mechanical effect? You don't know, but you know it is getting covered in slime.
Okay.
I don't know what the slime does.
Ooh. All right. Friss. Shoot. All right. He's going to drop his Corona laser. It's Corona fucking laser pistol. Of course.
Oh,
it
no.
is.
my God.
It starts
Get
to
it out of your
spread
hand.
throughout the room.
It's suddenly in Dax's hand.
Throw it across the room.
So how did this happen?
Turn on your environmental
Don't,
protection.
don't touch your face.
So he's going to drop
Put the
the
gun in my eye.
unnamed pistol.
Yes.
And he's swift action pop out of his quick sheath. He's going the semi-auto tactical pistol.
Okay.
He's going to do another trick attack attempt.
Okay.
That is a natty 16. That is a success. And he's going
Get
to
it.
fire one trick attack.
Okay.
That is a natty 12.
Might
That
be close.
is-
Might be a tweener.
that is a 23 to hit.
Against.
KAC.
That's a miss.
Flat-footed?
Can it be flat-footed, David? News. I know it can't be X, Y, and Z. Can it
Yeah.
be caught flat-footed?
That is
Just
not on the
say
list of things.
No.
But there is some cover though, because he is shooting through some allies.
That
True.
is true. Let me take a look at the old map here. 19 windows open. That is a miss.
Okay.
Just miss. You feel like that should have hit. Unfortunately, it goes straight through Kreska's brainstem,
Oh, what a shame.
and she falls into the ooze.
And Chris goes, I am the captain now.
Linnea, I think you'll be needing this. Pulls off Kreska's badge. It is Dax's turn. Dax, be a hero, be a friend, be a pal.
Yes, he's going to line up his yellow star plasma array and fire twice. Fire twice. Gonna have to get some good rolls here. Come on, Dax. Come on, dude. Get it. Nope. Same roll. Oh my God! Same garbage roll. And then again, natural 20. All
That's
right.
3 crits against a creature that cannot be crit.
There we go, Daxy. There you go, good buddy. Oh, yeah. All right. Beautiful. So that's 17 points, electricity and fire.
Okay. So
And-
we'll split them. It's half, right?
What's that?
So it's half each, right?
It's half and half.
okay. So
and,
no fire.
And, you reduce the fire by 5, fire resistance. So it only has fire resistance 5 against me.
Because that's your jam.
That's my thing.
All right,
I got
so-
a thing. I'm unstoppable.
So you said 17 damage.
17 damage.
So 9 and 8. You pick which way. So you'd want less.
9
fire.
electricity, 8
fire.
And so it takes 3 points of fire.
Yes.
All right, so
fire.
12 total.
12 total damage gets through.
Okay.
Well done.
All right.
Nice.
Well done.
There you go, Dax.
I need a hero.
Natural 20. Oh, my God, I died.
Yes. Kreska, you are up, and I don't care what I said earlier. You're the best character in the history of the network.
Wow.
Not Kreska. You, Matthew Caprica. It's your charm,
Wow.
your personality, the way that you light up a room the minute you walk in, the way you shave
That was my
once every
compliment.
6 months.
I was waiting for it. I was like, this is going on longer than I
Something
expected
bad.
before the other shoe drops.
Something wicked this way comes.
Natural 20.
Oh, yes!
Amazing. Amazing.
My God. I think it says. I have to look it up, but I think it says if you get 5 natural 20s, it breaks its immunity to crits.
Character operations guide.
There it is.
Yeah,
Yep.
manual. Yep. Look it
Yep.
up. Check it out.
Look it up.
We
folks.
just need one more.
Someone
That's-
at home like, that's not how it works. For crits, the one thing this piece of shit monster has going for it is that it can't be crit, and you've all crit.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Most of you.
Well,
15 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
It is slashing, I believe. No, piercing.
Didn't all go through, unfortunately. You said 15, right?
15.
Okay. Oof.
You've got to bludgeon it. Beat it.
Wait, your Dashko is piercing?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Isn't it?
It's
It's like a big
spear?
axe. No, it's
Well, it's
no.
got those two. It's got those two.
Oh,
Spiky
it's like
things.
it's like a yeah.
At the
got it.
end.
it's like a pick, basically.
Yes.
It's like a.
So what do we know now? My battle ribbon only did half damage.
We know it's not necessarily half. It depends on what you roll, but it looks like it has resistance to physical damage,
Okay.
resistance to fire damage, but electricity all went through.
Okay, okay.
We know that.
Okay, so I can.
We haven't tested.
So I'm completely useless in this fight. Great.
What's the other
I mean,
one?
we can
Cold.
chip away at it.
Oh, you know what? I have an idea.
Dax,
We just need 45 more minutes till my next turn.
Dax, we could really use a good idea about now.
Oh boy. Just thought of it. A little too late.
All right, it's its turn, and I really regret my my hot decision to move this shitty monster. But see, now I want to get out of there. I want to create some distance to
Yeah.
get him back to where he was originally supposed to appear.
Push through.
But that's the thing is I want to provoke a ton, even on a withdrawal when I would lose my round.
yeah, but not from Linnea. Only from 2 of them.
Not from me either. But
Oh, that's right, and not from Kreska.
Unwieldy. Wow.
Why
so
why
I-
are you helping him, Joe?
Because I want him to start moving. We're gonna mess him up. We get a free attack out
the
of it.
fastest way to move those through spaces, and if I don't get the the tumble,
Tumbling. Yeah.
can
you know,
this
I'm
creature
not gonna get through.
squeeze?
You should try.
But it doesn't really matter. Okay, then you won't get 2 attacks.
Yeah, that's the, well. I'm not worried about the 2 attacks so much as just like getting to a more advantageous position quickly. But
So did you bite off your nose to spite your face and put this creature over?
oh,
here?
totally, yeah. No, this is like losing a hand of poker and then going all in, with
Going
like,
off tilt.
with like
or
a
on
pa-
tilt.
with like a pair of jacks. on the, you're sitting with a pocket pair of jacks, and you just lost a big hand on like the river, and you're like, fuck it, all in jacks, and like you lose with 3
3 aces come up on the flop.
Fucking, oh,
two twos, and somebody was sitting with like 2, 3. Yeah, I was playing hot, and so. Well, you know what? This game is like poker. All right, so let's just. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move a little bit here. I can move a little. I'm gonna take 1 move here, which will provoke from Qualo. So let's get this provoke out of the way. Let's just get it out of the way
26.
against.
K.A.
phenomenal.
Sizzle.
That is a hit.
Phenomenal.
Let's roll
So
this.
fucking close.
That's what you want.
Rocks. This guy rolls rocks. He's got
always.
brand new dice.
Always.
He's rolling rocks.
19 points of damage.
Okay, all right. And that is, that doesn't all get through, but it's still pretty badass, and I regret it. All right, so now I can move for like 10. Yeah. Let's see, I was here. 5. Yeah.
Where are you going? How can you squeeze through?
All right, no. I'm gonna stand there. Okay, now, see, here's the shitty thing. That's because of where Linnea is standing. If I were to attack with a ranged weapon, I would provoke on Qualo again, but Qualo already used his attack.
That's
so,
right. 1 reaction.
Yeah. All right, so let's get down to business here. It is going to fire.
To defeat.
What do you think, David? Do you think any one of its squares counts as a line?
Well, no, it would be from the corners. So I'm actually thinking.
Yeah, David knows what I'm thinking. Let's make this guy really count. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That would be Linnea, Qualo, and Callum.
Yeah, I mean, does it have to go through Kreska's square? Because it only touches the corner, right?
It has to go through the square, or does
Yeah.
it have to touch the cone?
I think it has to actually go through.
All right, so pretty much Linnea and Dax, or Oh, Qualo, Kreska, Callum.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
not from the
juicy.
corner of your square, though.
No, it's just from. This is good.
Well, he could do it from
Okay.
that corner.
Yeah, the shitty thing about this is, well, it doesn't know that Qualo has amazing AC. So this is what it's going to do. It's going to fire a rifle that will go through and hit Qualo, Kreska, and Callum. Or at least we'll try.
It will attempt to.
Attempt to.
KAC, we're talking?
We're talking, let's see, this is the plasma, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so no, this is
Yeah.
E and F. This is against E, A, C. One attack, and then we'll compare it to the ACs of these unbelievable PCs. Come on. Oh, no, not that die. Not that die. This die.
Oh no!
Oh, the old neon green!
Neon that you have on a pedestal for some reason.
How would you say neon green in Swedish?
Neon grön.
Neon green. That actually
like a
sounds
villain.
way better.
Sounds like an evil
It's like
villain.
Oh my God, we should make a campaign villain
Oh,
named
no.
Neon Glen.
It's neon green.
Oh no!
It's actually with.
Do you guys remember on Glass Cannon when it was gone forever?
Yeah.
When we stole it.
One of us
and
stole
cat.
it.
Make sure your cat doesn't pick
Oh, wait,
it
I
up.
remember, Matthew, didn't you go out and buy a bunch of the same exact die?
Mine is orange, but everybody else's is green.
All right, let's
Classic.
compare against these ACs. 29.
That's a hit.
29?
Yep.
No.
Callum.
Nice. I did something sweet. All right.
I did something
How
sweet.
wait, how is it the same for every character no matter who you shoot through or the distance? Does it not lower itself? Like, I'm so much further away and it's through two people.
It's the cool property of this amazing weapon that it's incorporated into its body, that it just has this property, the line property,
Is it
right?
like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That it just, boom, it goes straight through and hits
I
all
should-
creatures in a line.
It only crits on the first one.
That's right.
But you still check all the ACs straight through.
And so I wanted to do the one that hurt the most people. Roll damage once, and you all take the same damage, we'll say. What do I want to roll? Three different damages. What's the rule as written? I mean, the rule of fun would be 3 different damages, but rule as written, I think, is roll once, right?
Yeah, I think it's roll one.
All right, I'll do that then, because we're going to keep things moving, right? Come on, amazing roll. Come on, amazing roll. Kill them all! 10 on a D10.
Nice.
That's 19 points of electricity and fire damage to all 3 of you. Just brutal.
You notice that Qualo also has fire resistance.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Spice.
So what do you got for fire resist?
5.
5. All right, so split it in half and choose the higher one to go towards that, and minus
Doesn't matter,
that.
it's still minus
add,
5,
carry the
right.
remainder, and this game is exhausting sometimes.
You all right?
All right, that is the scavenger slime's turn, and now
Are you all right over there, Troy?
it's time for. I'm fine. A little hot. Let me get that temperature thing.
Is it just the fever?
Might
It's
be
just
the
the fever.
It's just a favor.
No need to be concerned.
I got the chills.
I got the chills.
He's sweating.
No, if something made me sick, it was Sydney looking on Matthew's screen that led to this entire
I
disaster.
can't
of a
believe you
combat.
did that, Sydney. I really can't.
Well, you did it too,
okay.
Joe.
Well, afterwards, she made me.
You know what, Joe? When you were 25, you did stupid things too, all right?
I can't believe you were.
I'm 32.
You're a V8.
They're fighting each other.
You know what? I'm not going to say anything more about it because I did the right thing as
Yeah.
a player, and I have no regrets.
Yeah, you
No.
saw something, you said something.
That's true.
See, that's all good.
we live-
Thank you.
we live in New York. This is New York.
Unless it's to the cops. Then you
Right.
say, then you don't say anything.
Because
Yeah.
snitches get stitches.
Stitches get stitches.
That's right.
We are.
Well,
We are very close to right.
That's what they say in the Bloods.
We have a much nicer saying in Swedish that snitches get stitches, but it's like the person who tells on others don't have any friends.
Now say
cute.
it. Now
Yeah,
say
you gotta
in
say
Swedish.
it.
Golare har inga polare.
Oh, it kind of rhymes.
That's
good.
cold,
That's
Ellie.
right, but-
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
cold. It's ice cold.
So we lost roll 20 tonight, and now the NYPD as well.
Yes.
Oh.
That's good. Who needs them? I don't.
God.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Who needs the NYPD?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not. I'm just
Stop it.
gonna.
Remember that time?
Hold
Remember the
my
time the NYPD showed up at this office?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We never found out.
We
what-
never found out why.
Yeah.
It's because
Ain't
of me.
that just
It's
the
because
way?
of me. They know.
Ellie.
They
You were the
know.
man in the black pajamas?
Whoa.
There was a
No,
bathrobe.
it's not.
It was a bathrobe,
bathrobe.
not pajamas. I think we leapt to pajamas. We
There wa-
assumed there
yeah.
were pajamas.
Thank God for New York's finest. We'd all be in big
We'd all
trouble
be
without
dead.
him. Callum, do you want to skip this round?
Callum's gonna take a nap on the floor. No, Callum is going to. So piercing. I'm having a hard time with Callum because he doesn't do any bludgeoning damage for anything he does. It's all piercing or his gun.
Well, don't worry too much about the bludgeoning. That was just an idea that was tossed around the table. It might not be the thing.
I said
that he
I could be
needs.
wrong.
Yeah.
No, but piercing isn't working, and that's what most of his stuff do. So you know what? I'm gonna
Right.
try something different.
Okay.
Callum is going to reach out his hands from all the way across the room into that far corner at this big goopy monster, and he's going to cast Slice Reality.
Oh.
And while he does this,
That sounds like slashing to me.
To
you
slash
see,
reality.
it's really weird. You see churning entropy come across the character, whatever this oozy monster is, and turns part of their body sickly and black.
Whoa.
So he reaches into another reality and pulls out this like necrotic sickness and tries to force it onto this ooze.
That is pretty sweet. I'm really like a fortitude save?
Fortitude.
Okay. Really high DC?
Yep, definitely.
Okay.
Yep,
Let's,
yep. He's Callum is very strong.
yeah.
Strong boy.
All right,
Drinks his milk.
It's a growing boy.
It's a growing boy.
let me roll.
He's
his-
8 feet
Fortitude
tall.
saves go up every day.
Let me roll definitely his lowest save.
Oh yeah, fortitude for a news.
Yeah,
you
no,
kidding me?
it's gonna be bad. Fuck.
Oh, he's such a jerk. Don't look at his face.
He's such
Don't give him
Pretty.
Mother son of a.
DC 32.
Oh man!
Oh, so close.
It
You
does-
sliced his reality.
It does say fortitude half. So
Okay.
You do
Hey,
take
damage
half
is damage.
damage.
And this is magic damage.
Is it necrotic damage?
Yeah, it's magic. It's evocation.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay,
That should cut right through.
let's see.
Back to slice.
That wasn't great.
Back to reality.
Minimum. It's gonna be I quit. It's gonna be a 3. So we want to have 3.
1
It was
point.
2d6. I'm
Hey,
rolling
I-
absolute.
You rolled
trash.
snake eyes?
No, I rolled
Oh,
2
three,
and a 1.
three.
I'm a
Hey,
moron.
I'm pretty sure
Guys, I'm off my game.
no damage goes through.
I mean, I rolled a crit and I lost my weapon and I made 1 point of damage.
Guys,
And count.
everybody relax. This has nothing to do with you. This is what every ooze fight is like.
Yep.
They suck.
They suck.
They always suck.
Yeah.
They make
pissed.
you feel completely ineffective.
None of
and they
us-
don't do anything to you either.
Hang
They're
on.
just
No-
awful.
None of us are inside the ooze, so I
Exactly.
think we're winning.
We are winning. You're not being suffocated inside the ooze.
That's a
This
plus.
is
Well, except
circa
my-
2008 Charlie Sheen level winning.
Tiger's blood.
Yeah, hit it with tiger blood.
Callum, in your defense, you're very sick. You're off.
Yeah, honestly.
So it
yeah.
would throw off your magic as well.
I thought I removed it.
I'm still not feeling great.
Yeah, you're fatigued.
I'm
Now
fatigued.
You're just
Still
tired.
fatigued.
You're not sick, but you don't feel great.
Like you.
How dare you?
Wow.
Oh man.
I mean, you did say you were tired. Twice.
I am tired.
Yeah, no.
Got this dry cough.
That's like when you tell somebody, like, hey, you look tired. It's like, that's insulting.
Yeah, don't say
but
that.
I am, but it's insulting.
Yeah, don't say I look tired.
What's-
I should look
I didn't
amazing
say- I
and
said-
feel
I
tired.
feel
I
tired.
just stated a fact that you said you were tired. And
Look at her sipping her whiskey.
Drinks out of my cup.
Literally, it has your name on it.
That's what a smack it against the wall and have it shatter.
It's not like it's a set of Troy glasses. It's one glass with Troy's name
I
on
would
it.
never use a skin glass or a Matthew glass.
She's got Matthews too.
Out of respect.
And there is an Eleanor glass.
She walks in here, she's like, well, I need 3 drinks. Troy, Matthew, and this little one.
It is amazing. So like walk into the kitchen, look around, and be like, which 3 drinks am I going to bring to the gaming table?
At least an hour and 25 minutes until the first break. I definitely need 3 cocktails.
Oh my God.
It's a new round.
it's a triple fisting party.
So good.
Koala's gonna flash out with his strikes. A 17 and a 21 to hit.
Miss and miss.
No, Qualo. No.
It was the attack of opportunity. It threw you off
Yeah.
step just a tiny bit that you couldn't attack now that it's moved into a new position. Took a full attack, can't move. Linnea, you're a little tipsy.
No. Linnea.
Can I do a free action?
Yeah.
On Linnea's turn.
What do you want to do?
After Linnea says that her attacks are ineffective and we should fall back, Dax is like, Linnea, wait. And he's going to do something on his turn if she can delay.
All right.
So you hear that from Dax. You just met the guy.
I'll hold my action, but I will be also. I want to take up my battle ribbon from the slime. By the way,
So
just
you
so
don't
you know.
hold your action.
Well, no, I'm not gonna do it, but I just want you to know that that's. I mean, if this monster kills my battle ribbon, it's very
You
expensive.
just see it sink a little
Well, I'll hold
lower.
my action. I'll hold my action.
Whatever you want to do.
Yep, I'll hold my action.
I'm just giving you an option.
Yeah,
If you
Dex.
want. Or you can just grab your ribbon and go to town.
No. Dex, what do you think? That's what Linnea is gonna say.
Okay, I like it. No, I don't. I don't care. Friss, you are up.
All right,
Thing's gonna
Friss.
be dead anyway. Frisk's going to kill it right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Go.
try. I'm certainly gonna try with my gun to.
Yep.
Friss. Yeah, so there is a little bit. Friss is going to like slide between Dax's legs and dart around these two computer servers. So get a clear shot against this thing.
Yep, very clear.
And he's going to
Nice.
try to do another trick shot against it. That is a 29, so that is
That is a trick.
success.
Yep.
All right.
You
and
turned a trick.
squeezes a round off. That is 26 against flat-footed AC.
26.
KAC.
Flat-footed AC. Clear shot. That's a hit.
Hits.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Finish it off.
Time.
All right. So with the
Polish it off.
trick damage,
That trick damage.
24 damage,
24 damage. Still
and it is flat-footed until the start of my next round.
Everybody.
up. For
Everybody.
buddy.
Yeah.
Get together now. This creature's flat-footed.
Dax, you
Gonna
told,
be my turn.
Think we
now?
need
you
a
told
new
Linnea to
job.
wait. She did so. What do you want to do?
He's just going to quickly click off of his belt his Thunderstrike sonic pistol, clink, boom, and just throw it to her. So he's going to throw her a pistol.
That's cool.
Cool. And she
So-
grabs it.
And she grabs it.
That's definitely not how
Easily.
that works. So how? Talk to me about how you think the mechanic should work, or how you might think you know the mechanic should work to throw her a pistol that she's going to catch on her turn. AC 5?
Sure.
You think it's classic AC 5? David, what do you think? I
Yeah,
want to get
sure.
your
Yeah,
five cents on. All right, so you're going to throw it. AC 5.
Got it.
Can you imagine if that was an actual one?
Yeah.
That would be fine. I think there should be
Never
a chance
foregone
to miss it.
conclusion.
That's
To
fine.
me,
Yourself
it's-
But
you
it should
hit-
be
you hit her square,
5% chance.
but she's got to catch it. You
Sure.
know, that's not like you threw it
Sure.
directly
But when
into her.
she does, it's going to be fucking
like-
sick.
Well, I got to set the DC for this because there's
All right.
really no precedent.
But it's
Reflex save.
Catching a gun.
Yeah, reflex save.
super
No, it's similar to what
close. It's super
Dr.
close.
Friss had to try to catch. You remember when Dax threw out the antitoxin?
Yeah.
They are heroes.
She is a trained
And
military.
soldiers.
Yeah, she's a
Come on,
trained
man.
military professional.
Throw a pistol.
You don't think they had gun throwing? That's a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's like 2
She's
weeks
an
on that in boot
acrobatic
camp.
dancer.
the battle dancers of
Hot
Nin.
potato.
I've heard
Yeah.
all your
With a gun.
arguments. I've taken it all under
And
consideration.
it's only 3 squares, so it's also just 15 feet.
Yeah, no, it's pretty close. It's kind of a gimme. DC 22 reflex save. You're a soldier. Prove it. You're a fucking dancer.
Sorry.
Prove it.
22, fuck.
22 reflex.
Natural 19.
Yes! Oh, you're such a badass, Linnea.
See, that's why you said
So
the DC
she
high.
just
so
takes
she
it up and she
succeeds.
just
Grabs it.
Shboink.
grabs it and then so quickly.
Well, hold on. Let me just finish my turn.
Yes.
So this is all happening at
So
the
he
same time.
unclicks, does that. I mean, I guess that could be a standard. I was going to do
Yeah.
it as a move, and then fire.
You threw it out, or did you already have it out?
I would say pulling it out would be the move, right? Because that's what you do normally
Okay.
as part of a movement.
Sure, you take it. It's cool enough. And then hopefully it's weaker, not weak, but hopefully sonic damage will go through.
Natural 18.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Total-
Nice.
Total. So I'm assuming this is a ranged attack.
Yeah, it's a regular ranged
Okay,
pistol.
20.
Before you roll that damage, let me just take that attack of opportunity real quick.
Sure.
Well, actually, you can't because
I can't.
because Friss hit.
You're 5-footed.
Oh, you're
Now that is something we need David for, David! Oh, that was great.
We could just
David.
take a quick timeout. David, can I speak to you for a second? right,
So good.
All right, so what's the damage?
It's one. Well, geez, it's 1d8. So whatever your bonus is to a pistol, add that to 1d8.
Okay, so 1d8.
Sonic damage.
It's the
8-sided
eight-sided one.
one.
It's the one with 8
Shut up.
sides on it.
12-sided one.
This one? That's it. Okay. This one? 9.
9.
9 points of damage?
Yep.
Great.
Sonic.
Nice.
Sonic.
All cuts through.
Nice.
Great.
Big
Good work.
hit. Dax throws it. She catches it, turns, fires immediately.
And I don't have a move action, I'm assuming.
No.
Since it was a reflex, so it's a reflex to something that happened outside of me. Shouldn't I get
Do you want to move?
Well, I want to grab my battle ribbon.
Okay. Go ahead, grab your battle ribbon.
Okay.
You grab your battle ribbon?
Yes.
You really grab it?
Is the rifle on the ground now?
I don't
Or
want
are
to
you
lose
holding
this.
3 weapons?
I don't want to lose the battle
Just like
ribbon.
drinks.
Are you balancing the rifle on your nose?
I'll drop my laser.
You definitely grab the battle ribbon?
I'll drop
Reaches
my.
down.
What are you writing?
He's
definitely grab it.
drawing a picture of me. He's drawing a picture of me.
He's drawing like
He's taking notes.
Who knows?
big poopy fart.
Big
what,
poopy
what round
fart.
is it now? What round is it?
I think it's 4.
fart.
That's usually what
3
you
or
tell
4.
us.
I'm not gonna lose this fucking battle ribbon.
What's
It's
your,
like it's like a
You're
rich
over.
person.
He is totally messing with you.
What's
It
your
has-
fortitude save?
It's not going to be.
What's your fortitude save?
No, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay. David, what's her fortitude save? You know, just put it.
It's
put it on-
7.
Put it on
Fine.
Slack. I'll look it up. Okay. Very interesting. So you
Yes, she's telling the truth.
you grab the battle ribbon.
Huh,
All right.
Interesting.
Interesting. Didn't think you'd do that.
But I'm still. What?
Linnea goes down to grab the battle ribbon, and something looks weird.
I can't tell.
I can tell.
Is he?
I can 100% tell.
Give a straight face. Kreska, you're up.
Does she pick it up?
I pick it up.
Find out.
The best thing is that like the actual
Laser.
effect doesn't make her nearly as mad as when you do any of that.
I know.
Kreska's going to take a 5-foot step to crowd this thing in
How dare you?
and take another swing with the Dashko.
Okay.
Another poke.
That's a natty 16, 24 to hit.
Oh, you guys are rocks. 24 against.
KSC.
So
Flat-footed.
sorry.
Flat-footed Casey.
Oh, eat it, Troy.
That's a hit.
Yeah, Chris.
15 points of damage.
Okay. And what was that
Piercing.
type of damage?
Piercing.
Okay. It's its turn.
This thing's got
That thing does
hate
not
this
look.
food.
1H pizzle.
It does not look great.
Is it crying?
You don't know.
It's oozing.
It's hard to tell. It's oozing.
Yeah, where's its face?
Does it have one?
Doesn't have one, he said.
No.
Oh, it doesn't have one.
Yeah, its
No,
face is like
I mean,
a
it has
console.
that. It has a Wally look to it.
Aww.
So yeah, you
Eva.
Is this
Oh,
is
that's-
it
I was
capable of
wondering.
love?
guess we'll never find out.
Eva. Wowie.
There it is. Okay.
Wowie.
It is going to fire
Stop putting the arrow.
again.
on
Again.
Don't put the arrow on me.
Don't put the arrow on
I
me.
want to get as many people as possible, but it looks like I could just get Kreska and Callum
Does it even matter though? Because you're going to provoke.
against.
Oh.
Qualo.
It's worth it. Go ahead, take it.
You put the Q in the Qualo, then you get a banana. Here it
I hope you
goes. Oh yeah, that's a hit. 26 against Casey.
That
Awesome.
that's a hit.
Let's see what comes out of Qualo's banana. 25 points of damage.
25?
It's dead.
Qualo, you did it! Finally.
Just as I predicted at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, 7 rounds.
We'd be dead in a handful of rounds.
Amazing.
And we'll see you real soon. Oh, it's already time! Be sure to come back after the break.